Good evening, everybody. This is Donnie B. GotDaBeats, along with my brother here, Nicholas Baker, on Two Flew West. Man, thanks for tuning in. These brothers we got today, these are our brothers. We all came up from the same program way back in the day, Fairmont Heights High School, FHHS. Say what? Say what?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The Malika 3. That's all we got to say about it, and just leave it there. But today we got musical producers Bryan Victorious, Antwan Spearman on with us today. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
All right. How y'all feel?
Good, man. Good. Y'all got real cool with it. They say, all right. All right. They sound like Donnie Simpson coming on.
How's everybody feeling today, man?
Man, all is good, man. All is good. Another day. Day.
I'm still slipping. I'm good.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
How about you guys? How you guys doing?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm pretty good. I'm blessed.
Doing pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, bet. Well, let's talk topics real quick, guys. Introduce yourselves. Who you are. Let's start with Bryan. Bryan, who is Bryan Victorious, man?
Bryan Victorious is a single father of 3. Actually musically inclined kids, man. He took right after their daddy, making beats and producing, and also ordained apostle. Being able to spread the word of the Lord. Pretty proud of that. Walking in my dad's footsteps. Photographer. Been able to do that and been pretty blessed along the way doing that as well. Being able to service the area, also service some celebrity clients as well. Music producer, been able to have a good foot in that. In the sports world, doing things for the Washington football team now for over the last 10 years, as far as providing like hype music, stadium music for them. So it's been pretty good. The ride's been pretty good, and just looking forward to see what's going to happen along the way.
Okay.
Oh.
Shout out to the football team, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to say I'm sorry you ain't had much to make hype music about, but it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, it's still happening, man.
It's funny because the
I gotta hate. I gotta hate, man. I gotta hate.
Here we go.
It gotta be there.
Brian, don't even feed it because we went to the playoffs.
That's right.
We're watching from the couch. It's cool.
Yes, I'm a Raiders fan, and yes, we didn't make the playoffs. And one week later, y'all was sitting right with us.
Hey, we had one extra week of entertainment. That's what.
Hey, but y'all about to get Deshaun Watson probably. So I'm gonna be mum on that. I'm gonna be hushed. So.
Man, I'm crossing both fingers.
I see it happening. I see it coming.
Yeah,
I see that happening.
The vision a little bit tougher, as a Cowboy fan. It gets a little tougher for us now, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good though. We still gonna be good. Hail to the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think Dak gonna come back with it.
Oh yeah, he coming back stronger than ever.
But how you even fix your mouth up to say "hail to the anything"?
To the anything. Yes.
Yes. It's just how do you even fix your mouth?
First of all, I've been repping my boys since we was in the program, bro.
There it is.
Cowboys 92, 93, bro. Before the Super Bowls, before the Bowls.
Yeah.
And I remember that. And that's cool.
Yeah. Come on now.
Yeah.
Ride or die with them boys.
But you can't take what I think.
Well, see, because I know about hell to the Redskins, but I also know to hell with the Cowboys. So.
Oh, all right.
You've got to put 2 in front of that.
Well, y'all said to hell with your name, so y'all got to come up with a name.
No, we didn't. Everybody else got sensitive.
It's cool because you know what? Once we lost the name, we went to the playoffs. I'm just saying, So there's that part.
Now, they might stick with the What is it? WTF? What the fucks? I mean, no. What WFTs? That's what it is. My bad.
Hey man, to be honest, as a football fan, it's a pretty cool name for me. I actually like it as a football fan. Not as a cow, but as a football fan, it's a pretty cool name.
At this point, they might as well stick with it. It's kind of caught on.
Yeah, I think so too. And
Yeah.
they made a name for themselves, even though they don't have a name that they can hang off of. But they made you know, you got an image of what the team looked like. You know what I'm saying? What it's supposed to be.
Except for when they try to play the fights, they still playing that fight song though, right? That hail to the football
I
team.
hadn't heard it, man. If
I don't know.
Did they
generic
stop
was
playing it?
anything else,
Did they stop
if you
playing
get any more generic of a name, they might as well call us the Equate football team.
Yeah, no, and you know it's funny. I don't. Maybe they haven't had to play it because of COVID. They ain't had nobody in the stands though.
It's
So
gonna be
maybe
interesting. Like, is the band still there? Look, we getting into a whole nother topic. I don't even
I
know.
don't know. You
Not
know,
that
every we had to hit
I
every.
got a couple of buddies in the band. I haven't heard anything from them
Nope.
about playing.
Nope.
they didn't get a call back. They was like, "Hey, we'll be in touch with y'all." You know, we just putting the uniforms together. When we get the new name, we got you.
We're
Promise.
gonna call y'all when we need y'all sizes.
Yep, right, that's it. They on the wait list right now. They coming back though.
I love the jokes, but it's cool. But you know, the playoff section is up here though. The playoff section is up here.
Yeah.
Non-playoff section down there. It's down at the bottom. We are supposed
Fair
to.
enough. Fair enough. I like it.
So let's Antwan. Who is Antwan Spearman? Talk to us about Antwan Spearman.
Man, look, I'm a real cool person. I'm a music producer, a product of Miss Murray Cole, brainchild of Murray Cole. I love music. Prince was one of my favorite, people. So I just listen to music all day. Right now, I'm listening to a lot of rock and roll, a lot of different rock and roll. So I'm learning a lot of different, me listening to a lot of drum riffs, and I'm just listening right now. I'm just studying. I'm in the studying mood right now. That's who Antwan is. I'm the studying person right now. I'm the student again right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. So that's what I'm up to these days. That's who Antwan is.
Dope.
Okay.
Dope.
Okay. Well, question: how did y'all get started making beats, man? And, you guys can either, somebody jump in there. How did you get started making your beats?
Bryan, you want to go?
I'll take it. Yeah, actually, when I left Fairmont, sad day, I went and met my brother over at Frederick Douglass by the name of John Williams, and he put me on to what he had going on, him and his brother, and his brother pretty much ran Violator Records. And we used to do some work after school. We would hook up. We called ourselves the Dirty Dozen. It was 4 producers and 8 rappers, and I was one of the producers. And we used to link up every day, hit studio, write songs, and I was there amongst them, seeing them work on the utensils, work on the tools. And I knew I was writing before, but to actually compose and to learn how to compose and put the music together, that fascinated me. So I said, man, I can do this. I can do this, man. I can learn. I got these brothers around me. We could do this. We could be something real powerful, and wound up sticking with me real heavy. And coming up with church background, I was always around music, but to be able to take what I could hear in my head and put it down, man, it fascinated me. So just working with those brothers, working with John, working with my dude Corey Barno, aka we went at Black Cloud. We actually came out as a duet, tried to do singing thing. So even when I left Fairmont, I was still trying to use the vocals a little bit. But shout out to my man Corey, aka Ben Harmony, Sony Records, man. That's a good dude too. Those guys actually they pushed me in the place that I needed to be at. And if it wasn't for those 2 guys actually giving me the platform, I just would have actually been sticking to vocal thing. But shout out to those 2 guys for getting me started.
Okay.
Well, it was like mine was something like yours, B. Right after high school, I was as a drummer, I just was always just beating on anything I can find. And yeah, I know I kept a pair of sticks in my hand. So like one day I was in the neighborhood, and it's a real funny story. I was in my neighborhood in London Woods. I was living at London Woods. And my boy, his mom, I didn't even know it. He and I used to hang out all the time. We didn't even talk music. He went to Sewell and I went to Fairmont. So his mom, I mean, she just heard me outside just doing me with sticks. And she was like, Antwan, come here. And she was like, you play drums? I was like, not really. I try to do what I can. So she was like, all right, well, come on in the house. Hey guys, when I walked into that house, into her little studio, it was just like a little kid in the like, you know how you just wake you know how you just wake up and you like, oh my God. And I can remember the day. This was the summer of '94. This was the summer of '94 where I transitioned to start, instead of doing marching music all the time, transitioned to overdoing to like real R&B. Other than Malika, it was something more where I can take on as my own for my own creation. You know what I mean? From start to finish, man. It was, shouts out to Sean and his mom, man. I gotta give it to her, you know. But that's when I started making music. That was the day, the summer of '94 in London Woods. That lady had to kick me out of her house many a days. And after that, I was, hey, you know how it is. Then after that, I would, you know, like play the piano and buy little pieces of equipment here. And you know how it is coming up. And just buy little pieces of equipment. And I just, you know, and I just love hearing stuff. So walking around with different recorders, doing samples, you know how it goes. So that's how I fell in love with music. That's how I hear. I just love different sounds and percussion sounds and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all about percussion.
I get it. I sense the partiality in you, brother. Not to you know distract, but you know, hey, so Baker, how was you? How did you become a music producer too? Not, I know you don't never talk about it, but you know, yeah.
I mean, you know, I think one thing that's in common with everybody that I'm hearing, like we talked about Mary Cole a little bit, in Malika 3. But I think that set the foundation for like all of us, you know what I mean? For that appreciation of music and a real appreciation, like having to be, you know, there and like learn music, learn like either whether it was harmonies and singing, whether it was the parts for the, you know, for the band, or like a keyboard part that you got to play, or a percussion part. Like we had to break down music to learn it.
We were,
you know what I'm saying? And
learning theory.
Exactly. So, and I was in high school, and like, you know, honestly, if it wasn't for Mary Cole, we probably wouldn't have got that at Fairmont. You feel what I'm saying? So she instilled in us kind of a foundation of music. So I think, you know, I mean, went to Hampton University, studied music engineering. That was kind of the taste of the studio, and like learning kind of the tools behind it, the foundational pieces of it. And it's kind of something that's just never left. You know what I'm saying? Like it's music is always going to be there no matter what, like 9 to 5 I'm working or whatever I'm doing. If I'm not thinking about music, doing something musically, it feels like something's not there, which they say that means it's your passion.
Right.
But I definitely think, you know, that foundation of that high school experience with Mary Cole is what did it. You know what I mean? Like I had always, you know, been in the band, played the trumpet, started on trumpet. Shout out to the brass, you know how it go.
That's right.
But I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it was like in elementary school, it was just like they came and picked people and said, "You're going to be in the band. You're going to be in the band. You're going to okay, all right, let's do it." I can get out of math class to being cool. I'm with it.
Right.
But as I started coming up, and then like I said with Mary Cole, I remember the first time I played a note. She was like, "Do you have perfect pitch?" I was like, "I don't even know what that is." I don't know what that is. But she was like, "Well, your tone is great. Cool." I still didn't know what it is, but it was like, damn, she made me think maybe I got something. Okay, let me try to work on it a little more. You feel what I'm saying? So definitely I got to give that shout out to her for the foundation of like even just wanting to be into it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think music's been in my blood. My uncle, you know, he had the vinyls coming from my basement. Like he steady played music in the basement. So I think if I went all the way back, it's him. But the appreciation of it definitely came from high school and that Malika and Mary Cole experience.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, I think it's funny because interesting. When I think of Miss Cole, I think the first thing that I remember her saying to me was she immediately clowned me off the break. Like, how you hold the trumpet off to the side? It's stupid. You know what I mean? And it was just like, I mean, seriously, it came to define our relationship. It really did, because I mean, for years I had a love-hate thing for her, but I always respect her for everything that she built for me, because it really, the toughness part of it is what got me through a lot of stuff post college. You know what I mean?
But you didn't get drumsticks thrown at you like I did, though. Hey, come on.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was way too sensitive.
Got the beating.
Well, yeah. I mean, y'all, but I think she knew how to get at you with what it is that you do. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Get at you square on. If this is what you do, that's how she connected with you, and she literally would connect with you if she needed to. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I think that's the thing with her that I always found was remarkable. With regard to making beats, like I always throw it back to my dad, because my dad was a producer too and a musician. But realistically, I'm gonna throw it out there that like I really got into making beats from, shout out to Baker, with Baker and Peely and Wendell in the back room, and I remember they whipped out that in Sonic keyboard. And I was like, bro, it was just and KJ too, Keita, that it was like, yo, that's the sexiest thing I ever seen. So I need to figure it out. I want to play on it. And then literally that summer, we just started, me and Baker started going to the recording studio out in Atlanta, walking, I walk out there and then we just started recording like little songs and stuff like that. And just the process of putting the songs together to be able to walk home with something and be like, yo, we did that. This is us.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That was what started it for me. And then from there, it was just, I don't know. I just always had tunnel vision after that. It was just like, this is what I want to do. You know what I mean? And just now it's Donnie GotDaBeats.
No, that's real what you just said. Like that fascination with this thing didn't exist 2.5 hours ago.
Right.
2.5 hours ago, this piece of art didn't exist, and now it does. Like that, I don't think that fascination will ever be gone.
No.
I don't care how many songs you make, like just that feeling that this wasn't here and now it is, it's crazy.
Right. To walk in the studio with absolutely nothing on the mind of what to make, to come out with about 2 hours later with magic.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's magic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man, for everything that I do now, for all the songs that I've done over the years, there hasn't been one that I haven't heard Mary's Cole voice in my head. Like, if I thought something was like, okay, well, this is good. I mean, it's like I can hear her, man. That sucks. Blow her. I can still hear the yelling. I can still hear the compassion, but the intensity in her voice is like, don't settle for that. Settle for greatness, but don't settle for that. So I just wanted to ask you guys too. I mean, is anybody else still here? And what you do, like even within the music, do you still hear a voice like, it's good, but it's just not right yet. Do it over. Do it over. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
I hear her a lot. Just with, she taught me a lot out of, just not music, life skills. You know what I mean? So going through life, I hear her in different situations. Do you think that is right? What are you doing? What are you doing? That's you are better than that. Get better.
Yes.
Do better.
Yeah.
Every moment in life, when I'm walking through life, any situation, it's either her, my father, or my mom. Those are the three big inspirations in my life.
Yes, sir. I absolutely hear it too. Like whether it's music, whether it's my 9 to 5, like I work with kids or I manage people. Like I heard myself say, "Get it done." Like get it done, get it done, get it done. Come on, let's go, let's go. Like you know what I mean? But that's just a work ethic. You know what I mean? And I think, sometimes you can say that's lacking these days. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm being honest, I think it's lacking. And I definitely try to instill it in anybody that I, have influence over. I definitely hear it then when I'm having those conversations of like, work ethic conversations, that's where she starts to come out. And I'd be like, damn, I sound just like her right now. Oh, well, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Question: what's the one thing that you hear in life just out from her in life?
Well, I think for me, everything. I mean, you know, like I've grown to really become something, and I always say it with an ounce or more than an ounce of seriousness. But you know, everything I am is because everything that people told me I wouldn't be, and that, you know, coming from where we came from, and the negativity that was thrown at us. Oh, you guys are just a bunch of hood kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just the connotation and all of that. But to see that woman come in there and put everybody to make them the best version of themselves. That is 100% who I am as a person now. I just want to be the best. I want to be 100% of the best person I can be for myself. You know, I teach that to my daughters and my son. Like, you know, be the best version of yourself. It don't matter. You know what I mean? We all humans, and we all make mistakes. If you make a mistake, get up. Don't dabble in just sitting there in your mistake. Get up, fix it, make it right. You know what I mean? But be the best version of yourself. And I think that's the thing that like I said, respected the most about her is that tenacity, and that attention to detail in the smaller things, the finite things, and even with like you know, just me as a person dealing with you know, managing or you know, training or tutoring you know, young talent and mentoring. It's just, you know, that like you like Baker said, that do you click? Like man, my whole post college career really with music has been about, oh, Donnie's an asshole. Oh, he don't never like nothing. No, it's not that I don't like anything, but my thing is I expect more because I know more. You know, but again, it's the same vein as Miss Cole. Like, I expect more from you. I see it,
Right.
and there's no reason why you can't pull it out if I can see it. You know, so that's my takeaway from her. I think in every phase and every aspect, she taught me to strive. There's always going to be a way, even if you got to step out and leap. It'll be there. You'll fly. You'll be good. You know. So
You know, I think about it now, and I think about like she had a knowledge of some things that she never necessarily had to say outright, but I know she knew. Like, we're all young black men. You know what I mean? And when I think about, she kept us busy, right? And I'm sure all of us had moments or things that, you know, if we wasn't at school so late practicing and doing all that, that there may have been decisions we would have been faced with that could have led us down another path. But she kept us busy, and she expected excellence from us, which is like, as black men, yet we have to show up excellent. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, but she never necessarily put it like that. She just put that standard in us as men, as young men. Like, you gotta show excellence. But if you think about it, like, she put that in us, and she kept us busy and gave us choices and experiences that are like, oh, okay, these are different roads you can take. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just because you may go home and have, you know, certain environmental things around you, you don't have to go that path. You know what I mean? You can go a different, there's other things out here for you. Because like for me, like I'm telling you, she opened up things that I didn't think about. You know what I mean? Like, for real, like at Fairmont, like I hadn't traveled like the Woodrow Wilson Bridge, Alexandria, Virginia. When I think about it, and this is real talk, like I hadn't been to Alexandria, Virginia in Fairmont. You know what I mean? That was like a new land. I was like, damn, it's dope out here. This kind of cool. And that shit is like 20 minutes away from where I was. You know what I mean? So just limited options, limited experiences, and she opened the door to that. She was like, nah, let's check this out. Let's go to this homecoming. Let's go to this opera. Let's go to this dinner play. Let's you know, performing at the Kennedy Center. Like, all these things she did, it was like those were experiences for everybody that was with her that said, damn, I can do bigger things than just my neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying?
right.
And she took people in that a lot of people wouldn't take in and put that time in with. She loved that. She was like, oh, you the one. Like, everybody respected her. You feel what I'm saying? Anybody in that school always had respect for her. And that's what it was. You know what I mean? And I think she carried respect for everybody in the school. So
she was definitely, man, and so many words of mother to us. And I
Mhm.
have to use the word mother because, like you said, she did stuff with us that you just don't see people doing, you know. And she put so much value, she instilled so much value and integrity in us. And she didn't allow us to settle for just whatever. Like you said, she wanted us to be great. And I felt like that was really phenomenal, even in the time she would pack us up in the truck. I know y'all remember that truck she had,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
being in that
Very
fight.
much.
Shit,
Look,
baby.
you said going to Virginia, she took us to ChapterCon. And I'm
Exactly.
like, and it was cold, but you know what? We hung in there. We did that, and we did that as a family, man. I mean, being with each other, practicing till 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and then getting right back up to go to school. Man, we look forward to what? Being around each other, seeing each other. Yeah, she cussed us out. She did a great job at doing that, but it wasn't like it was just for putting us down or persecuting us. She did that to instill that backbone that I see in all of us. I see in you guys. I see in people like Kevin Talbot. I see in Alan Williams. You know what I'm saying? She put that backbone in us to where it's, look,
Like
if
them
we're gonna do something, we're gonna put the drive to it. We're not gonna come nitty gritty. Put the drive to what you do and do it. You know what I'm saying? With your back. So I really appreciate her for being there. I really appreciate her for taking the time out, even after taking us to places like that, dropping us off at home, and then she went home after that. Mary Cole spent a lot of late nights and early mornings with us, man. And I
yeah,
always wanted to thank her for that.
yeah.
Yeah, and interesting too. Like I don't believe, maybe Antwan, maybe not. You might, you might have been, but I don't think you were. Now that I think about it, but I actually was one of the crew that went to Florida with her, to Florida A&M.
Guys went to band camp.
Yeah,
No, I didn't go that year. No.
man. Let me tell you something. That this is what's so profound about that. I have friends that I know at Hampton University, and I met them at that band camp.
Wow.
And they had their story of us, like they remembered us because I don't know if you guys remember, but when we came back, we had awards that they gave us because we overcame a lot of odds to go to that band camp.
Yeah.
And literally, it's because she took us to a camping site and we camped out. We were the only people that camped out to go to Florida and in band camp. And I'm talking about like we had it was a monsoon, the tents flooded and you know what I mean? Like it was ridiculous, yo. Like we had a story. But
Out?
huh?
You guys camped out? I didn't know all of that.
Yeah, no, we literally I'm talking about pitch a tent on
Wow.
the ground,
Wow.
we was just there. I think it was me, Jan, Sheree, Mike Williams.
Mhm.
I think it may be one or two more other people. Maybe Peely.
Is that Suber went down there too?
Huh?
Suber, is that the year she went down there to
I
clear?
think Suber was with us, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it was crazy, just like I said, because again, not only is like Baker, like you said, like you go to, she took y'all to the Kennedy Center, took y'all to Alexandria and stuff. You like, oh, but man, we was on a whole other state with a whole bunch of people we didn't know, and it taught me so much about Black college life that it's like you only seen on TV. But then on top of that, at the end, we got awards because people like everybody knew us. And like everybody know, oh, you guys, the DC kids. Oh, okay, whatever. And like I said, so full circle back 2-3 years later at Hampton University, and I'm like, hey, I seen you so before. They're like, oh yeah, you was at the band camp. You were one of the DC dudes. And then it's like, wow, you know what I mean? And just like I said, and now you keep using the word fearlessness with her because she was just a ferocious person, man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You couldn't tell her anything, and it didn't even matter if she was right or wrong. At the end of the day, she stood on what she believed in, and I think that if not nothing else, that's the single point that changed my life. Because as difficult as I am to work with, I do it for the love and respect of everybody. You know what I mean? And I learned that from her. Like, I'm gonna stand on this thing, and I'm gonna yell as loud as I can yell because I know and I get more from you in the situation. That's it.
Yeah,
I can
like me, you know,
when we got the checks for all the equipment we got from Malika and for all the drums and everything, It was Mike Henson, myself, Wendell. I remember when David Cole, he was like the music director for the county and everything. Miss Cole fought for all of that equipment. When I say she fought tooth and nail, it was many a nights where she had to go up to that board of education to fight with that man to get that money for that equipment. When we got it, I remember when we went to Chuck's. Yeah, I remember Chuck Levins. I remember when we all went to Chuck's and when she started picking out everything. That's my baby. I remember when all of that went down. I remember right there. That showed me the tenacity that lady will fight tooth and nail for every one of us.
Yeah,
that always mesmerized me, man. We're talking about Miss Cole, this frail white lady,
right.
And it's predominant black school. She was like the Joe Clark of music. This little frail white woman had so much power.
She was the Joe Clark of the school. Everybody.
Yeah.
It didn't matter if you was in the music program or not. She told you about yourself. Get your ass in
anybody.
She had music down on her back pocket. You right.
Hey, everybody respected her. Everybody, every student, like it was what it was. She had Big Virgil singing. Let's go.
You remember that? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Big Virgil and Corey singing.
And Corey.
Right.
Come on with it.
Hey man, it's nothing but good things to say about that woman, man. At the end of the day, and like I said, I hung on to a lot, but really, I wouldn't be where I am because of y'all. You know, all of y'all. You know, all of y'all touched me in a lot of different ways. And then, in 2021, I got to, you know what I'm saying when I'm saying that. But
go ahead, say it. It's okay.
I got to monitor how I say it. I got to watch my tone. But all of y'all, it meant something to me. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's like I never will forget it. That's why it's like it's always love. If I hear from somebody back in the day, you know what I'm saying, so somebody reach out, it don't matter if I ain't talked to them in forever. The stuff we went through, man. It's like it's no like, and I'm a full-on grown adult, and I can honestly say that I have never experienced anything like all of that stuff. So that for those 4 years, like, period. So
I'm thankful, forever thankful.
Nice boot camp.
Yes, sir.
It was definitely the boot camp for sure. Now I could have did with all of the extra fuckery though. I ain't gonna lie, with the extra jokes and stuff that I had to endure. I was a very sensitive young man, but
you did hold your trump to the side, man.
You had to build character.
Yes,
let's go ahead to the side, man. First of all,
smooth cat. You had a whole new style on them. You was futuristic. That's all it is. They just wasn't ready for it.
Listen, God damn it, I was playing the trumpet for 2 years before I went to Fairmont. The same way. Ain't nobody have a problem with it till I got there. Then I met y'all, and the next thing you know, y'all just threw a grenade in the tank, bro. Like, that's crazy.
You wasn't in percussion, so we wasn't worried about you.
Hey,
that part.
I used to be crying, boy. She would fry his ass. Said, pick your trumpet up. What's wrong with you?
She got two more.
Pick it up.
I think she got two more.
Hold up, Baker. Don't you be laughing too much, Baker. She used to get you too, Baker.
She get me too. Hey, she get all of us. I'm with it. Hey, look.
That's what's funny though.
Anybody.
But that's what's funny. This over here, I'm pointing the wrong way. This sectional right here. I was in the section with these guys. I had to get out the damn section, bro. I was like, I'm gonna play the tuba or something, bro. I need something extra.
Hey, boy, woo!
Yeah, we had fun. You, Baker, and Ebony. Shout out to Ebony, man. We put it down, yo.
Man. Shout out to the whole percussion section, y'all. David. I bought that a couple weeks ago, man. He looking good. He doing good, man.
Really?
Cool.
I see Chris he be tuning in from time to time on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey man, he got a pretty little set I seen.
Really?
Yeah. I saw it on Facebook. He got a pretty little black set. Sexy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people coming through, man. Alan, look, hey, Kevin tuning in. What's up? Shout out to Kevin.
What's up, Kevin?
What up, Kev?
Talk about sticks throwing at people. I think he accumulated more sticks than everybody.
No. I'm not. Hey, nah.
We gonna let that live.
Jan got the most sticks thrown. Jan got the most sticks.
Okay, I can go with you with that. And y'all used to give her the look too. It was like he just kind of just side eyes. It just be like, wow, okay. You know. Hilarious. Let's move this thing on, man. Let me get some other questions, man. How has COVID affected your beat making process? Like, has it helped you guys more become better beat makers, or has it hindered you? Like, you can't get out to, because the industry shut down or so forth. Like, how has COVID been with you? How you guys make beats in that whole process?
I've just been studying. Just like I said, I just got the new program, Studio One. Just been studying now, trying to learn my craft more. You can never learn too much. Keep my head in the book. So just studying right now, bro. That's all I've been doing for the past like 2-3 months, just studying.
Okay, Bryan?
For me, outside of the commercial field, the Washington football team, if they're not winning, there's no music. But outside of this past year, doing stuff for like businesses, I've doing jingles, businesses, stuff like that. A lot of that has slowed down, especially since COVID. For me, it's just more so of being in a place where I have more of a relaxed mind, and it's things that I'm coming up before my own. I'm starting to hear stuff in my sleep, and being able to just turn over and just knock some stuff out, and it's good quality stuff that, with my mind being at ease, being at peace. There's some stuff that I feel like that if I don't use it for myself, I feel like that it's going to be great, to shop around. But as far as being out there and networking, COVID's really hampered that a lot. It has. But like in the words of Miss Cole, there's no excuse. You just got to find a way to get it done. So I appreciate the downtime and the relaxed time to be able to put some things together. But, just have to work with what we got and keep it moving, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. It's the same thing out here in LA for me. Is hey, how do we make this work? Because obviously that's a stoppage, but we need to keep this thing moving. So
Bryan got to keep going.
Yeah, it became an opportunity, and then so literally that's the conversation. And it was just like, hey Baker, man, how you feel about doing the podcast thing? And there we go. So again, blessings, man. What's the DMV entertainment scene like now? I mean, I understand that everything was pretty much locked up and shut in and so forth and so on. But I mean, as far as the entertainment scene for you guys and the experiences that you've had, I mean, and it doesn't even have to be through COVID. It could have been, up until COVID. What was the scene like for you guys?
Well, I'm kind of newly married. When you that newly married thing, I've been kind of shacked up for about a couple of years. I'm just getting back out. So, and doing this COVID thing, hasn't nothing really been really popping off. Really, a lot of people have been doing like a lot of underground music. I know a couple of different movies that's getting ready to hit the internet right now. So can't think of the names of them right off the bat of them. But a lot of people are starting to get into their craft. They're starting to use different little things. Me personally, I'm really just trying to get back into the music. It's like the COVID really has hampered me mentally. I haven't really been creating, studying, so it's really been not really popping, and I just been studying. So the train's been moving without me.
It's understandable.
I'm telling the truth.
And congratulations, by the way. Let me say that too. Your union, man. That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't made it there, but I'm on my way. I'm gonna get there soon.
Hey, take your time, brother. Take your time.
All right. I intend to.
Hey, bro. Big brother can tell you one thing. Take your time.
Indeed. Where's the live by? Bryan, how about you?
Run question by me again.
COVID effects on your beat making process. And,
COVID effect on the beat making.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. What was the DMV entertainment scene like for you? That was the question. Sorry about that.
Oh man, I pretty much is on the other spectrum of Antwan. I'm been getting my life together over the last couple of years. Coming out of a divorce, so for me, it's just rebuilding and building from the ground up, and going after the things that actually excite me, intrigue me. So I really haven't been on the entertainment scene. I've been on the rebuilding scene. I've been on the refreshing scene. Um, so it's just I can't even say anything about the entertainment side or the DMV entertainment side. But what I can say is that I feel like that with the refreshed mind and the relaxed mind that I have with music, I am with a working out with my band right now. We're doing some recordings, and our project should be finished this year. Shout out to my squad, Saw the Paul Project. If I shout those folks out, Andrea, Nick, Tamari, Lewis, Chris, Keith, and Travell. Man, we've been doing this project for over about a year now. Knocking this project out, and to be honest, that right there has been so satisfying for me because it's live music. And you guys know, out of anybody, we did live music all the time. So to be able to do a project that's just live music, man, it's just been phenomenal. It's been a fun ride. It's been challenging at times, but hey, when you cohesive, when you're a family, you come together and you're doing good stuff. I mean, you're gonna have that integrity there. You're gonna have, the composition's gonna have ideas come in, and it's like, for all of us, for all the 8 of us, to be able to work together and to build what we're building and do what we're doing, man. Once we get done, hopefully we'll be a part of that DMV entertainment side. That once COVID lets up, you guys will be able to see us and hear from us. But shout out to those guys at Solid Ball Project. And to us. They've been working hard. I appreciate working with people like them, like yourselves, man. Like, you guys know what it is to put the hard work in, know what it is to put the time in. And if I could say, if anything reminds me of like it's working with who I work with. So shout out to my squad. It's all the Paul.
Indeed. I definitely again. Sorry to hear about your new solidarity, but definitely want to celebrate it too, man, because again, this is one of those things as to where it's like you can, you have an opportunity to see things with fresh eyes and fresh clarity now.
Hey man, I feel like my life is just beginning,
Hey.
And I think Antwan gave you some words, man. Just make sure it's the right one. You better make sure it's the right one. Yeah.
Understood. Trust me, I didn't just wait this late in order for me to kind of just thrust myself into a
man.
There you go with the words again, man. The first word was what you say. Now you saying thrust. Nah, I'm just messing with you.
Hey man, but I wasn't recording on this, so I understand the verbiage, how important it is. It's funny too. Let me share this too. Ever since I moved out here to LA, that's one thing that people say about me. They do, dude, why you talk like that? Like, what's wrong with you? I just say words and be like, well, it's verbiage. Like, who? Nobody says that. It's a word.
Thrust.
Like, exactly, thrust. Like, hello, pitch. Nah, like,
whatever works for you, man.
Who am I?
Hey, man. That's what makes you, brother.
I want to just jump in like that the DMV entertainment scene. Like, I don't know, I'm not there anymore. Been gone about 5 going on 6 years now. But I will say, like, I really want to see the DMV entertainment scene like come together more. There's so many talented people in the DMV, and I feel like there's always this energy of restarting. Like when I think about hip hop, people are like, well, DC is this area is a go-go town or go-go area. So there hasn't been a hip hop scene. False.
Yeah.
Totally been a hip hop scene for years and years. It's just people ain't working together. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you got people who did it before you, reach back, talk to them, like engage, like collaborate, you know what I mean? And put something down. Like, And people who did it before don't think that the people doing it now are garbage or trash. Like, work with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much judging. And I'm not gonna say the crabs in the barrel thing because that's overused. Somebody made a statement that I really is held on to me. They said it about like black people. They were like, black people are like crabs in a barrel, but then they were like, if you think about it, crabs' natural habitat isn't a barrel. So how you gonna blame them if they don't know how to act in a barrel? You feel what I'm saying? So like that thought just was like crazy. Like, how many times are people actually putting people in a barrel and now they act that way? You know what I'm saying? Instead of breaking the barrel open and being like, all right, let's be not live how we live, but work together, man. Because I think it's so much talent in the DMV. Like, it's no reason that people shouldn't be like national artists, kind of doing that thing. I mean, I think we all have some kind of influence from go-go, and like go-go should be bigger than it is. And it's not that people aren't giving love to go-go, because you can go anywhere and people talk about it. They be, yeah, that go-go thing. I don't know much about it, but I heard about it.
Yeah.
People have been talking about it for years. It's just a matter of everybody trying to be the one to break out. Oh, we was the first one to be. Man, fuck all that. Like, walk out. Like, everybody, like, just celebrate everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Whether you're the first, second, 51st, whatever, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, you don't hear that anywhere else. And that's the one thing I will say. He said reggae is very live and well. Boom, reggae. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you don't hear people being like, well, I was the first hip hop artist out of Atlanta. Like, whatever. You just rep Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. That's what we do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I think if it can get to that point where it's just love, like, where you from the DMV, dope. Let's work out. You from DC, Maryland, or Virginia. It ain't gotta be, oh, you from Maryland, you ain't from whatever. DMV, we are area. Let's put it together. You feel what I'm saying?
I wish that
let's put it together.
I wish that we, as in the music community here in DC, would take what Kevin Durant does. Like they did in that documentary they did.
Yeah.
I wish we act more like that, man. Just reach back and just help each other. Even if people are saying they don't want to help, still put that help out there. You know what I mean? Keep that line out there. I mean, come on, we gotta all reach out. We gotta all help each other out here, man. See, DC can't just be a basketball city. It's so much. DC helped put Beyonce on the map.
Hey, speak on it. Crazy in love.
DC helped put Mick and Dishon on the map.
Come on,
say that again. You dig what I'm saying?
Hey man, somebody put a clip of a Salt and Pepper talking about go-go on Arsenio Hall. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
School Day.
Mm-hmm.
See, exactly. That's what I'm saying. School Days with Sugar Bear and the butt and the EU. Like, I definitely agree with you. I feel with that bit though, I think that it's always kind of been from a negative perspective looking at it, you have to achieve a certain amount of this in order for people to pay attention to you over here. I started doing a post like maybe 2 years ago, and I just do it like periodically. It's that nobody cares who you are unless everybody cares who you are. Mm-hmm. And I think that a lot of it has to do with it in the DMV as well too. It's always kind of been cliquish, where I hang with these people, and I gotta hang with these people in order for me to get over here. Mm-hmm. And then when you get to that level, it's just like, well, I'm exhausted because I even got to this point now, and people need to just do their dues. You know what I'm saying? Pay their dues, and like me, and because nobody gave it to me,
right?
You know what I mean? And so I don't necessarily subscribe to that. I never did, because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, like you said, it just doesn't help. It's counterproductive. But in the grand scheme of things, too, I'm not at the level of celebrity that I want to be at yet, in order to be able to come back to DC and be like, okay, so you, come on, let's go. Or, you know what I mean? And so forth and so on.
I mean, people got to be receptive of it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people like Wale, right? Wale made it. His name is known pretty much anywhere you go, right? But I've seen people like, not like, I'm not gonna say you got to bow down or nothing. Like, it's not like that, but damn, he shouldn't have to come back home and feel like,
He not
you
one.
know, people hating on him, or like the vibe is weird, or like, oh, well, you ain't put on enough people, so I don't rock with you. Like, he's a bucket of information. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if he can't put you on, he's a bucket of information. Talk to that man, because he made it happen. You feel what I'm saying? Raheem Devon. You know what I'm saying? He out here putting out independent records now. That's a bucket of information right there. You know what I mean? Like, we should be putting that man on the stage all over just to talk, if anything else. Like, talk to us. You feel what I'm saying? Right. But I know the vibe sometimes is just like, oh, well, you know, he think he all that because he got out. And it's like, I mean, I'm thinking if I'm in that position, how any of us gonna feel? If you come in a room and you know that the vibe is off, you're gonna be like, you might try to fight through it, or you're gonna be like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna move on. You feel what I'm saying? So I think it's everybody from all aspects of it just kind of gotta like come together. You know what I'm saying? Just get a better mind state, kind of refresh, get a clean slate, and put the work in together so that like everybody can shine.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Understood. I like it. Musical influences. You start who you make musical influences on.
You got an A.
You already said one.
Yeah, Miss Murray Cole.
Well, I guess you said two then.
But
you said one more before that.
2 times.
Right now, I'm listening to, like I said, a lot of different rock. So I found that RZA is into a lot of rock and roll too.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to a lot of him. I'm listening to a lot of more Timbaland, more, you know what I mean? Because he has that party sound, and he has that style that I like, where you don't put that music, you don't put that one sound directly in it. You put that little subtle beat or that little subtle sound right up under there, and I'm liking that. You know what I mean? So Tim, I've been working with Tim for a couple of years. And Prince.
There it is.
Prince, the number one producer.
There it is.
The number one producer, Prince. Those are a lot of L and Q. Can't forget Q. Can't forget Q. Those are my big influences in music.
Right.
Okay. For me, I mean, I could go pretty much on quite a few aspects. I like to be versatile. I always wanted to be versatile as far as music production. It's been my interest to be able to work with anybody in any genre. So I would have to say, starting out like the times I was doing music with you guys, this particular guy, I've actually had the opportunity to meet him and keep in touch with him. So I'm gonna say Wynton Marsalis. That guy's been a huge influence on me since my early teens. And he's an influence still on me and on my son. My son plays trumpet now too. So definitely Wynton Marsalis. Sorry for doing production. Wow, Mint Condition, hands down. That's like the number one dopest band out there to me is Mint Condition. Rockside, Godsmack. Those guys, man, have been killing for years, and there's a lot of genius in their music. I know they don't get a lot of attention anymore, but those guys, man, they have a lot at their core, man, that they have to offer as far as in that arena of establishing foundation and learning and just having creative genius, man. They have been influenced me over the years as well. Gospel side of things, man, Fred Hammond's been my dude forever. So I feel like when it comes down to just having an integral part of music composition and writing, that guy's been a huge influence on me.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, Antwan, you said my sensei, man. My sensei has long since been Timbaland since way back Up Jumps the Boogie, man. Like that's my guy.
Yeah.
A lot of my production style and everything comes from that man right there. Shout out to Timbaland, Dr. Dre. Shout out Dr. Dre, Pete Rock, not CL Smooth, Pete Rock. Sorry. Just Blaze. I'm sorry, I always put Just Blaze before Kanye. I just felt Just Blaze's work. Now, again, not dissing Kanye because Kanye's crazy with it, but just always just seemed that I identify with his style. Like I love his style. Babyface, Jermaine Dupri, Alchemist, Ninth Wonder. These are my, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I like Boom Bap, DJ Premier,
Jay Dilla.
You know what I mean? Like these are legends, bro. Like, and I would, you know, they always ask you like if you had opportunity to go in the studio session with, you know, your icons, who would they be? And like most of them people right there, I just named. I mean, I would say for Eric Clapton and Sting, and possibly like Philip, you know, not Philip White, Philip Bailey, Ward White, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Now, Mint Condition is a very close second to The Earth, Wind, and the Fire.
Oh yeah,
The Earth,
and
Wind, and the Fire.
so.
Yeah, they're the greatest ever. But then immediately following is Mint Condition. So I definitely agree with you on that, Bryan. But so those are my influences. But yeah, I definitely. But I mean, I got to start at the top with me with Timberland because that guy is just he pushed boundaries that I was like, wow, like I just started having fireworks. You know what I mean? So,
Hey, check out that interview he did with Pharrell. That sit down they did, it was about 2 hours. That's a good look, bro. That's a good look. They were just talking. They bounced it information off each other for like 2 hours. Did you see it, Pete?
I haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, man, it's a really good look, man. About 2 hours. Take that time. It's a really, really good look.
I'm gonna check it out and shout out to the Neptunes too. NERD, man. Like, you know, Pharrell and Chad Hugo, man. Like they always kind of people like talk around them, but man, good God Almighty, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think y'all done pretty much named like all of them. Like Donnie, I think definitely like a lot of them kind of relate to what you were saying. JD is definitely one that I think is underrated. I think the way JD can like curate albums for artists. Right. And like, you know, do 80% of their album, and it's like the way he finds that kind of sound for them and like really cultivates that. I think he doesn't get the credit he deserves. Like I've been hearing some of the work he's doing on the new Anthony Hamilton project, and it sounds like it's about to be crazy. Ye, I mean, I think Ye's range is pretty dope, along with like Babyface. Again, the range of music that they can do, the different artists. Phil Collins, y'all ain't throw him out there. I'm gonna throw him.
Oh yeah, gotta throw him out there, man.
Phil Collins is a monster. Like, yeah, I used to ride around with the live version of his concert. Like
you did,
and people be looking at me crazy, and I
was one of them.
I was like, you can get in here, but I'm rocking this Phil Collins. I'm telling you, cuz crazy with it. So you know,
but you said Phil Collins, but you can't disrespect Peter Gabriel either. You know what I'm saying? Like. So it's both of them. You got to put both of them in there, and both of them with you know, Genesis. So sorry.
True. Nah, yeah. Just want to throw my 2 cents in, but I think, you know, everybody y'all said is definitely musical geniuses, and you know.
So are we talking influences or are we talking production?
Well, we were saying influences, but you know they.
Oh, okay.
But here you go. Check it out.
There you go.
Yeah,
right into the next question.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take that one off the top. I'm gonna have to say, for me, production wise, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, and I'm gonna go ahead and say Kanye and Dr. Dre, man. And now if I could throw a fourth one out there, somebody that I actually had the pleasure of meeting and doing a tad bit of work with, you know, he actually listened to my stuff and put me in the right place. Chucky Thompson.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out Chucky Thompson.
Yeah.
How about you, Antwan?
First of all, and it's my production, Alchemist. Alchemist, hands down. He's just sick in the studio. Rick Rubin. He's another monster. He's another monster. And to be honest, guy that put the Q, he's the giant in the studio.
My number one.
He's a giant.
Yeah.
He's brass man too. That's why.
Say again.
He's a brass man.
Sorry, I gotta go with him on his journey, man.
It is what it is.
You don't gotta shake your head in disapproval, bro. It's okay. Just go with it.
Going around, and we had Chuck Webb beating the drums back there now. Great Chuck Webb pounding on the drums back there at the Cotton Club and then at the Savoy now. Don't start, brass. Keep the beat, okay? No beat, no heart.
That's fair. That's fair.
Sound like Drumline right now.
All right.
Where Nick Cannon at?
Hey man, that's a movie I wish I could have watched with y'all when it first came out. Because when that came out, I just thought about the squad, man.
Lived that.
I'm sorry. I was very biased.
Yeah, we lived that. We lived that. God, we lived it.
Yeah, I was sincerely biased. I was like, there's other backstory to that, but I was sincerely biased. I was like, no, because a lot of that was like, there's no way a rookie gonna come in there and do half the stuff that guy was doing. We'd had to clean house with him immediately. But that's just how I felt about it. No shade, you know.
It wasn't no rookie coming in our drum line like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, both in high school and in college. But if y'all came through Antwan University, seeing these in bro, you're not coming through like that, bro. You get work.
Y'all must have forgot. We did have a rookie come through like that.
Who?
Y'all remember Enrique?
After my
That's not even fair that you brought Enrique up.
Not Enrique though. Shout out Enrique, wherever you at. Shout out.
Rest in peace, Enrique.
Yeah.
You're right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He was something, man. That is for sure. But it was just
he was confident. I'll give him that. That was a confident dude. Boy.
Kenny G.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think you guys named mine. But like I said, I got to start top producers, Q, Dre, and then from there it's just kind of wide open because it's just so many talents. But Q, Dre, I would say Rick Rubin. I'd have to put Rick Rubin in the triangle, man. I just got to.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one. I ain't even gonna throw nothing. Look, I digress. Y'all got it. Top 3, I have no idea. I can't even. I respect people for different like lanes and things they've done, so it's like hard for me to think top 3. Even in my head right now, as y'all was talking, I was like, okay, who do I think?
Yeah. That part.
I mean, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, I definitely think is in there. I don't know. Jermaine Dupri is still going to be super high on my list. You know what I mean? Like, does he crack top 3? I'm not sure, but I think like if you ever get a chance to listen to like him talk about music and like how he puts it together, and like, I mean, he has people come in and play keys for him, this or that, but like just how he crafts the music and like the care he takes on the drum, and the amount of time he'll spend on a snare. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I think people just don't craft like that as much, but so I'll put those 2 out there.
He's a drummer, right?
See, why you gotta bring old stuff?
I didn't know he was a drummer. I didn't know that. I thought he was just a DJ and like breakbeat dancer.
And a dancer.
That's what I'm saying. He's a DJ and a dancer. That's all I know. I plead the 5th on the rest.
All right, we're gonna move on to real quick. Are the Lakers title contenders? Are they real?
No.
Okay, that's one no.
We had to see what Vegas say, man.
Okay, I like that answer. Baker.
I mean, I can't say they're not title contenders because they got 2 of the top players in the league right now on their team, and it is what it is. I think they definitely gonna be. I'm a LeBron hater. I'll put that out there now. As far as on the court, and I always got to clear this up. On the court, off the court, one of the most influential brothers to ever play the game. Like, I love the work he does. Like, can never take nothing away from him on that. On the court, get out of here. But you can't deny that if he's on somebody's team, they're a contender. So I give him that.
I think this year, honestly, I think the Clippers got their number this year. The Clippers are starting out kind of slow, but I think as time roll on, this is going to get tough for them Lakers, man. I think everybody got their number, but I think the Clippers going to make sure they don't go back.
I agree with you. I mean, everybody giving them their best. Like, Boston should have won they played last night, I think. Yeah, they lost by like 1.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But Boston had the ball last couple seconds, got 2 shots at it, missed it. Is what it is. Clippers, like you said, I think Brooklyn going to run them out the gym when they get it together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's definitely some tough competition.
Yeah. That's the thing to look out for is Brooklyn.
Yeah. I mean, Utah balling. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, I think you got to watch Phoenix too, man. Like, they actually got work. It may not seem like it right now, but I guarantee you right now, the defense, their defensive mindedness and the pieces, they're a pretty deep team. Same thing with Atlanta. Atlanta's another very deep team, actually. Gotta watch.
They ain't going nowhere.
Hey,
okay. That's a negative.
I got faith in real. I got faith in New Orleans. Give them about a year or two. They
New Orleans?
Together. They're the youngest team right now, aren't they?
Yeah, but I don't like their coach. Their coach is trash.
They got some pieces.
Straight Basura.
Pieces.
They got some pieces.
No, they got pieces, but their coach is Basura.
I hear that.
That's me. He can email me or something. Hey, look.
I hear that.
Wastebasket. Straight wastebasket, bro.
So, what happened to Miami, man? They a sinking ship. I'm like, damn.
Because Jimmy be on minutes restrictions.
It's time to the coach.
I said Jimmy. No, I think Jimmy be on minutes restrictions. That's why he barely be playing now. I think after the All-Star, he gonna start ramping it up. Y'all gonna see what time it is.
Okay.
We'll see.
We shall see.
That's that. Mm-hmm. Well, let's ask you this question: thoughts on Bradley Beal? Because there's much to be said about Bradley Beal right now, and I'm telling you, let me start with this. I'm a Washington Wizards fan. I'm more of a Bullets fan, by the way.
Yeah,
but I got to say, let me start. Let me do that so that way I can take y'all all off the hook. And people want to hate people, they can hate me. Listen. I've always been a John Wall fan. I feel that they missed the mark by shipping John out and keeping Bradley. I think Bradley's a piss poor leader. I think he all he do is play offense. He's lackluster on defense, and I mean lackluster on defense. Does not know how to lead the team. I already said he's a poor leader, but I just wanted to reiterate that. And every time when the chips fell before they let go of John, and the chips fell, and Bradley was crying out, "This is my team, this is my team, this is my team." And every time he had the chance to prove how much of a team it is, they always faltered down the stretch when there's 100% left up to him. I think it's trash. I don't want to say he's trash because he's like James Harden to me. Because he can fill up the box score with points, but defense, where they at though? So I feel if I was Tommy Shepard or with Tommy Shepard, I'd be in his ear like, I like the dude. He's definitely a likable person, but you can get probably a lot for him if you exercise that trade market. Get him while he's hot. Because if he get injured or he be like, I don't want to be in DC no more, now he controls the narrative. That's how I feel about it.
Well, he don't want to be there no more now, so.
I say build around Russell while you got him.
Just get Bill out of here. He's a poison. We need him here.
I don't even know who's on the Wizards anymore. I ain't gonna lie. It seemed like the Wizards went from like a really promising team to like, who the hell play for the Wizards now other than Bill and Westbrook? Who else is on the team?
Couple dudes they got off the street.
There it is. Yeah.
I can't even argue about it. So
I'm just like, I look at the team and I'm like, I don't know none of them. Like, who are y'all?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And I'm just like, how does that happen? How does it happen where it's like you don't get no talent. Like it's just like, damn, like you know what I'm saying? Like they got John Wall and Bradley Beal a while ago.
10 years ago.
But what's been happening since?
And did not build around them.
Like who is the coach?
Well, they tried to do that even with the coach. They tried to say, okay, we get this coaching here, we're gonna get the right. And they put all their chips in that basket, and it didn't happen.
Right,
so what you're seeing now, what is his name?
Scott Brooks.
Scott Brooks,
Brooks.
Yeah. So you're still seeing the aftermath of that idea plunder.
Yeah.
So this is what you get for that idea not happening for them, and it's a bunch of unhappiness.
They need to get Mark Jackson.
All right, hey, listen.
Right. Yeah.
They need to get Mark Jackson.
Yeah, he get it together.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
stop playing.
We still reaping the benefits of Ernie Grunfeld. That's how I feel about it. And I think Ernie Grunfeld was, he was the fucking worst, bro. Like he was the worst. Yep. But we still paying for his nonsense. Wes Unseld, by the way, rest in peace. He was not a good GM either.
Oh, nope. Okay. So what?
So let's call that what that is. But I think at the end of the day, like I'm not really too high on Scott Brooks, but he knows how to put programs together with the right pieces. And I think that the GM's job is to get the right pieces in so they can be coached. And Tommy Shepard was a lackey of Ernie Grunfeld, which is translating straight over to, the lights and everything that's going on right now. And I think, and Sashi Brown, first of all, Hampton University grad, by the way, and he was with the Browns for a second. Listen, brother, if you ever tune into this thing, I'm gonna say it like this, bro. Don't disappoint us as a Hamptonian, bro. Like you need to come up there and take whatever you can you need to take that over, bro. Because clearly they don't know how to scout talent. Now I will say Danny Avdia, that's our first round pick this year. Dope pickup. I like Danny Avdia. Everybody else though, it's like you got Brook Lopez. Why? Did you
because they couldn't. He was available.
Why?
I was getting ready to say that.
I think you summed it up straight when you said that you got people off the street. That.
Let me ask you this: do you think? And I think it might have had something to do with it, but like when the Kevin Durant sweepstakes was up, right, or like going on, like, do you think the fact that he didn't come? Because I feel like him coming home would have been a thing. Like people may have been like, okay, maybe. We need to, Washington is a site that people look at as a place to go. Mm-hmm. Like, you think when he almost didn't even look there and like went straight for New York instead of the Wizards, like that had any effect on like how people view DC as a destination to even come? Because like, that's a part of it too. The spot has to feel like a destination that's like, something that players want to come and play in that city.
Right.
So the fact that that's like home for him and he didn't even really give it a fair shot, I think, you think that had anything to do with where they are now?
I think for Durant personally, I think when it comes to him not coming here, I think he made a smart move. Maybe not the fans move, but a smart move because he considers here to be home. Now, what's to say he come here, he don't get a championship, he blows a buzzer beater. He's now at home hearing from a bunch of people that you let us down, you let us down, you let us down. Who wants that, man? I mean, this is for a reason why you get a lot of police officers, they don't jurisdict in their own place, their town where they live at. They get jobs elsewhere. You don't want to keep running into people that's going to chastise you or, come against you for letting them down or you're the reason this, you're the reason that. I mean, I understand New York and Philly got some tough fans, but so do we. But who wants to lay their head down in the same place of you can't even go to the Safeway and somebody seems like, oh man, you should have asked it. Nobody want to hear that at home.
Yeah, nobody want to
hear
that.
I think that may be the reason why he did.
I mean, I will speak though, if you're thinking legacy, I mean, part of LeBron's legacy is that he came home and won a title. You feel what I'm saying? So when I think about it, I'm like, that's part of the hoopla around LeBron is that, yes, he left. He went to South Beach, kind of made it a big deal, and people didn't love how he did it. But then he came back home, and he won a title for him. And then he left. He like, all right, y'all good. I did what I said I'd do. I'm out of here to go live my life in L.A. and actually, you know what I mean? So I could have even seen Kevin kind of pushing it that route.
And
he
I feel
still
you with
might.
that.
Like, he still might. He
But
still
the thing
might.
is that with,
He
with
may
LeBron,
retire.
but when
He may
LeBron
retire.
did that, it was almost like a guarantee because look who he had with him. So if you give us a squad like LeBron had when he won the championship with, it's where it could pretty much be a guarantee. Yeah, I can see it happen.
But I mean, think about that. Think about Wall, Beal, Durant.
Need more. Need more than them three.
Yeah, I
No.
mean you do, but I'm saying that. I mean that's a hell of a three. Like that's a
That's a big three.
that's
That's
a
a big
trio.
What's the one
And
thing this has always lacked? A big man in the middle.
Exactly.
Right.
We've never had a big man in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but
was
look,
dominant.
In the middle.
put them three with Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez becomes a whole different center with them three.
Yeah,
You
I
feel what
agree.
I'm saying?
I agree with him on that.
He's not dope by himself, but you put him with them three, he becomes like Bill Cartwright with Jordan. You see
Agree.
what I'm
Right.
saying?
You depend on Lopez every night. Can you depend on him? No.
To get,
I mean,
not
but
to
you don't
score,
have to.
not
You
to, yeah,
don't.
not
All
to
you got to
score.
do is stand there and be big. Like just
And
be
get
there.
rebound. Yeah.
Like Bill Cartwright was some trash for real.
Come on, man. Lopez cannot bang down there every night.
I no, listen.
But listen to what I'm
I
saying.
agree.
Bill Cartwright. Come on, man.
Bill Cartwright was bigger. He was
He
bigger.
wasn't throwing no bows.
Man,
No.
Bill Cartwright was like 87 years old and built like he was built like an old rocking chair. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Like somebody
Like,
else. Man.
But all he had to do was be there.
Exactly.
Be there. Get me 6 rebounds and you good. Like, give me 4 points. That's all I need from you. Just be
No,
there.
but you're right though, because it's funny because you say that because then when he got out of there, then they got Luke Longley, and really, what was he doing?
Will Purdue.
Will Purdue.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's just like, I just need a piece. I just need you to be there, bang around, use your 6 fouls. That's it. And I feel like with Beal, Wall, and Durant,
Yeah, no, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's absolutely a problem. The speed, the skill, it'd have been crazy. And then Bradley wouldn't have to do it by himself like he thinks he can. You know what I mean? But I think that's the reality of it is that when we start talking about what they actually have, I mean, they have bodies, but I don't think they have talent now. And that's the thing. I think, like I said, I mean, and that's no disrespect to those people because those people are, they're regular, they're people just like us who are out there performing, trying to make some of themselves. But the reality of it is that, you get people like, because right now, like they got Rui Hachimura. I think Rui's great, but he's like he's not great. He's good, but he's going to be like 4 years away from being like any kind of threat. You know what I mean? I think, like I said, Danny Alvey is the only person I've seen in a long time came in like I'm playing now. You know what I mean? Russell is like, I think Russ is like, I'm just here if y'all need me. And he's trying to
even play every game.
But that's not on him either though, because they giving him minutes restriction. But when he does come in, it's like he just started being aggressive to the basket, like just now. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? That's not who you are.
That's because John Wall embarrassed him.
Yeah, Russell is the sorriest good player in the league.
Yeah.
That's all he like the sorriest good player. Like he really not a great team player. Like he overdo stuff. He try to make it look too flashy sometimes. It's like get a skill. Like I don't know. I still don't like he's fast and aggressive, like slashing, but for real, when it boiled down to it, like his skill set ain't great. You know what I mean? He's just he out of there. Every once in a while, Donnie takes a break. and he gets out of there. He gonna hop right back in. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I think Russell just like I don't know. Like I feel like he hasn't necessarily got better in the league. You know what I mean? He's just kind of he hit a peak and then stayed there. Like he does the same thing
and just stayed and that was it.
Yeah. It's like he went to Houston and didn't really do much, didn't add much. He's here in DC now. Isn't really doing much.
In his defense, that Houston wasn't a good fit for him from the beginning, man.
No.
I agree.
That was not
at
fit.
all.
Oh, bro.
I agree. But like, where is a good fit? That's the bad part. Like, where's a good fit for him? Bum is the word. Where?
Phoenix.
Why? I feel like they got Devin Booker.
He has the experience.
They got okay.
He has the experience.
Fair.
You know.
Fair.
So
Fair.
with that being said, he can lead those guys. I'm not going to say he knows how to. He doesn't know how to be a leader. That's for sure. But he has that experience and he has that hungry. He's still hungry. Don't get me wrong, but he has that experience. I'm gonna say that Phoenix will be a really good, or believe it or not, the Knicks.
I can see that. The
Knicks.
For sure. Hold on real quick. I got the incoming call. Let's see what's
Donnie
going
said
on.
for us to log back in.
So log back. We are in. We still live. Hold up. Tell them we still. See, this how you do. This is technical difficulties.
You gotta love the live.
It's what it is, man. This is why I love the live platform. Like you just do what you do. Let's see. Let's see if he can get back in. If not, we might got to log right back on just to kind of finish out. I want to make sure that people know where to get at y'all at.
All right, sorry about that.
There you go. Oh, right back at it.
The technical difficulty, I swear, is difficult on this.
Hey man, I told him every once in a while you like to take a quick lunch break and come back. You know, no biggie. It is what it is, man. It happens.
Yeah, well, that's how it is. My technology just doesn't like the Wizards right now. It's really upset. So it just, you know. So apologies about that. But yeah, no. I don't know where we left off at. Nicole McFadden says hello.
Hey.
Yeah. It's one of the it's one of my bandmates, Soda Paul. Hey Nick.
All right.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining Two Flew West with us.
Hey, I don't know if y'all want to bring it back up. I mean, I know I saw one of the next questions or questions was, the Cowboys versus the team, the football team.
Yeah.
Do we want to travel down that lane? I mean, I know we got some fans, and what we doing? We talking about it a little bit.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, all right, let's go.
America's team versus the football team.
Wait.
Okay, my bad.
America's team.
Hey,
they are not America's team.
Hey, we didn't make it up.
Yeah, you did. No, it was made up.
Hey,
y'all made that up.
Pointed to us.
I don't know if there's any history behind it. I don't know. I'm an unbiased bystander right now. I'm with the nation. The Raider Nation. So whatever y'all want to talk about, man, let it out there. Let's see.
To be honest, I'm a football fan. I'm a Cowboy fan, but I'm a football fan. And
right.
This year we really took a hit. You know what I mean? And I really do hope that our owner give Dak his money.
Yeah.
Because he really this year showed him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, without this man is the head of your snake.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can see how Dak rallies the team to get hype out there. Zeke didn't do nothing this year. No one did nothing this year.
Right.
Hey, I need Zeke to get a full undershirt. That's all I need for Zeke. I need him to get a full undershirt.
And a full-time haircut.
He need to get a full undershirt. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that wasn't a cool look for him. But I think next year we'll be more of a contender. We just hope the Redskins don't get Deshaun Watson. You know what I mean? Because if y'all do,
that's tough.
As a football fan, that becomes a more,
I think it's still gonna be tough with Heineke. I think it's still gonna be tough with him. I mean, that dude came out and he showed a lot of leadership, and he showed that he could ball. So I think that whether we get Deshaun or not, I still feel like that that the Washington football team is in the place of being better than they have been in years. Just a few key pieces. Inside linebacker, we get better on the offensive line. We definitely need a good cornerback. But I feel like, just a couple of few pieces like that, I feel like, man, we could be right back where we was this year. Maybe with a better record, but we definitely could be right back in as far as battling for the NFC East. The Cowboys, man, it actually, as a football fan, it actually messed me up to see y'all owner do that to Dak. That dude has been worthy.
Yeah.
I don't mean to sound churchy, but he's been worthy of his money, and for him to be outcasted like that. I mean, how do you do that to that man? That dude puts his all into every game he played. You know, he takes that game, he takes the team to a whole nother level. And we can already see what's the backups got. Andy Dalton, he wasn't able to come in and fill those shoes, man. He just was. I'm just being real. So that he brings a lot to the table. If he is able to get away to another team, watch out. Because not only is he going to put his best foot forward, he's going to have a monster chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
I think the only issue I got with the Cowboys, and I'm so far, I guess, about 6 years out of the DMV, I don't care anymore. But I don't think that I'm concerned about Mike McCarthy. When they said that they got him, I didn't think that was good. He's like Stan Van Gundy to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I obviously not that. That's not the pick for y'all.
When we got him, I just automatically said trash. Trash.
You see what I'm saying? Like it rolls off the tongue well, especially considering in this example. I mean, like you could have got Eric Bieniemy and then just been over with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I think Eric Bieniemy is like they are not giving that man his due. He needs to have an opportunity. And honestly, if he went to Dallas, problematic off the break because of the weapons they already have. You know what I mean? And I think that like I was saying, to me, Dallas is like what I was saying, that there's certain teams in the NBA like where it's just like, look, you got the pieces. Now the leadership sucks. Yep. You know what I mean? Whereas the Wizards don't have the pieces, but the leadership is okay. You know what I mean? So it's just, I think that's the thing. I think is once they lock down with someone with a good philosophy, because I didn't think there was nothing wrong with Jason Garrett. I thought Jason Garrett was actually fine. You know what I mean? I think they just got tired of him and wanted to try to change up to see if there was something else. And now they're learning.
We needed that tenacity, that intensity, and Jason Garrett just wasn't bringing that. I mean, we needed somebody on it. The reason why they got McCarthy because they thought he was an asshole on the sidelines who can coach. He's an asshole who cannot coach.
Well, any of the Ryans can give you that. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
So you could have got either one of the brothers. You could have pulled Rex out of the daggone booth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it would have been still the same kind of nonsense. They need ingenuity. They need old Scott McVay or the dude that's in Green Bay that came from the football team.
They needed
from NFL.
Find out how to work those young pieces.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's like I said, it's funny that they come from Washington. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want to be the one to kind of say that, and share that with y'all. I mean, I know the people at the top of this podcast understand it. People that I don't know if y'all, but like I said, because the Rams coach and the dude from Green Bay, they spent time in DC. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like it's just 1 + 1 = 2, So we just got whatchamacallit. So I think Riverboat Ron, I was on the fence with him, but I think he's a good coach. I think he proved it.
Oh, he's been a good coach. Even down in Carolina, he's always been a good coach.
Maybe it was the GM then because
but he's always been a great coach.
He's strong. I think, as with every coach, sometimes it's just time for you to leave a situation and you need a fresh start. But I think he's a good coach for y'all.
That's fair. I go with you on your story with that.
I didn't understand that whole part you said about the coaches spending time in Washington. I don't really, because they ain't do shit. And I mean,
they kind of went to the playoffs. I mean, I don't remember Gruden coming back.
You really living with that playoffs thing, huh? That's
what's funny?
That's all he got.
That's what it boils down to for you. The playoffs.
I mean, because being hometown fans. I mean, you got to rejoice about something.
Oh, I'm just saying, wins are wins, losses are losses. Wins equate to you get to the next level. If you ain't been to the next level,
well, I will say this. I will say that, depending on the division you in, because our record was actually better than y'all's.
That's great.
Mhm.
But we were in a division with the Chiefs. So kind of makes it hard for us right now. It is what it is. But
It's everybody else's fault. I get
if
it.
you're saying it's wins and losses, then no, I mean, if you speak in wins and losses,
That's
we
true.
actually saw more wins than y'all did, but you got the benefit of a trash conference. So
True.
it ain't just about wins and losses. It's actually about where you live too.
And we just happen to live in the Washington, D.C. area, and we got that.
Facts.
Yeah, and the thing is that when you go through having so many 3-13 seasons and 5-11, man,
facts.
We'll take the wins. We'll definitely celebrate the wins when we can get them.
The sun got
you know the Raiders too.
Oh, I do. I know all about it. Trust me. I understand losing seasons all the way. I'm just mad that my division keep getting these monsters in it. I need my division to slow up a little bit. But
you say you understand losing records when you had about 25 of them joints back to back. Oh yeah, you'll celebrate some wins.
Well, listen. You may not follow the Raiders' history, but ever since we didn't get that fumble call on Tom Brady, and then our coach came back and beat us in the Super Bowl the next year, we ain't been winning. Like we've been losing, so it's been a tough sledding.
Well, at least you guys got consistency where it matters at the coach and somewhat at the quarterback spot. I mean, to have. Man, how many quarterbacks we didn't had in the last 20 years? We didn't have 45 quarterbacks.
Okay. So before Derek Carr, again, if you want to talk about rough sledding, I'm telling you, and honestly, with our coach, this is kind of a hot topic right now when it comes to the Raiders. Gruden did some things, but his record don't really show that he's a great coach. You feel what I'm saying? To be honest, he came in and took a team that was ready to go to the Super Bowl in the Bucs and won the Super Bowl with them. So he has one ring. He got one ring. You feel what I'm saying? And he's a pretty good coach he's a great quarterback coach. Give him that all day. Maybe even a decent offensive coordinator. But when it comes to being a head coach, he's more of a I don't know. A trophy coach. He's like a trophy coach. He may can get players to come play for him and this and that, but I don't know if he's that great of a coach. And that's my team. You know what I mean? But he hasn't shown me that he gets it. Every year we start off great and then we slow down because people start looking at film, they figure it out, and he don't change nothing. So it becomes all right, he ain't no Andy Reid. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So the jury's still out on Gruden. He got a lot of money. He got some work to do.
Yeah. Would you rather have him or his brother?
Oh, I'm gonna take John Gruden all goddamn day. I'm about sick of it. You gotta bottle him up and send him out in the ocean some goddamn way. I swear for the Lord, that guy's.
Hey, I think he's a nice coach for y'all.
No, he had no sarcasm. That's about it. Outside of that, he was just like, Jesus Christ, bro. I think the only thing he did for us was give us Jordan Reed and
if I think about a coach for the Raiders, I would want what's Cuz from 49ers, the defensive coordinator.
Oh, Saleh. But he's gone. He's with the Jets.
He's with the Jets. I'm just saying, to me, a Raiders coach would be him. Yeah. I think he personifies who the Raiders are. Mm-hmm. And he would have been a great coach for us.
I think he reminds me a lot of Del Rio. He reminds me a lot of Del Rio back in the day when he first got started. So yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah. All right. We need to come. We're gonna bring you guys back. We need to bring this back. This is we can just talk about sports because this is what need to be.
Anytime, man.
But
anytime.
Next I'll be in my studio.
Well, Thor, how can people learn more about you and reach out to you and get beats from you, get some wisdom, insight, so forth and so on?
Antwan Spearman at Facebook, Antwan Spearman at Instagram,
Is it
Antwan.
Mr. Spearman?
Say it again.
And then Mr. Spearman?
Mr. Spearman at Instagram. Yeah, there it goes. And Antwan Spearman at what's the other? Yeah, my on Twitter too. I don't be on that Twitter thing too much, but you can catch me at Mr. Spearman on Instagram at any time though.
Okay. Okay. Bryan?
For me, when it comes to music, music production, musician for hire, studio musician, you catch me on Facebook at Wildfire Blaze, name of my squad, well my business, Wildfire Blaze Productions. So you catch that on Facebook at Wildfire Blaze, Instagram at Wildfire Blaze for photography, Instagram always be victorious, and I'm going to actually put the website out sometime this week. Check the website out. Website out coming real soon. www.bryanvictorious.black. BryanVictorious.black. BRYAN Victorious.black.
So it's like in place of .com?
Yeah, .black.
It's awesome already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I
Out
love
to
it.
us people. Yeah.
I love it.
We need more blacks there.
I want everything to be .black. I got to figure that one out. I want my work email to say .black, just so they know.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, listen, I am a tech geek, bro. And I have never heard of that. So I'm like, man, I got to investigate that myself.
Well, I tell you what, it's more than a .com, but for us to be doing what we're doing as far as Black Lives Matter and looking out for our community, I just got to say a quick shout out to for anyone that's interested in getting your HQL or carrying conceal for your business, being entrepreneurs, being able to carry conceal. Check out my other Facebook page called Black United, BLAQK, so Black Legally Armed Queens and Kings United. And if you got any questions about carrying concealed, I have instructors that's on the page ready to answer your questions, ready to get you in for your training. We got to be able to take care of ourselves, take care of our families. So definitely do that. And also, I am an associate with Legal Shield. Shout out to my dude from my Heights, Rick Brown. We are helping our community out, helping everybody out that we can as far as legal representation. If you need anything from contracts being looked over, traffic tickets, divorce, anything, if you need representation, even if you become a carry concealed a gun owner, you still need protection that way too. Hit us up, let us know, and we can get you in, take care of you. And if you're interested, we can also show you how to make some money, some residual monthly money doing that as well.
Yes, sir.
And there it is.
Yeah.
And I also want to throw a quick shout out to the if you looking for some dope apparel, man, holla at Deontay Barbie on Facebook, man. He got that Lifers on that Baker got, man. That's fire right there. That's DMV bread right there. That's crazy, man. So shout out to D. Love what you're doing, bro. I'm about to get me some hoodies this week, but believe that. Also shout out Rich and Rotten. That's LA based right here. My family Rich and Rotten, they doing their thing too. And that's that. But look, guys, this is great. Glad to have you guys on. We need to do more of these little joints, man. At least not even if you need to be like online. Just we need to be in touch more, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we family, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm speaking for myself specifically. Like you guys need anything, man, reach out. But if I can help you, I'm help. You know what I'm saying?
The bet.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Bryan, you still in town? I got to get over to your studio, bro. I got some.
Yes, sir.
Got some work for you.
Sounds good to me.
All right, man, look, too, before we get off, I want to give a quick shout out and a heads up to everybody. Tomorrow, February 1st, we got the homie Reds. He got the Couch Music Review.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You don't know about it, make sure you check him out. The music review, 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. The Couch Music Review with the homie Reds.
Yes,
Sit
sir.
yourself down, get you some mumbo wings and I said mumbo wings. Get you some fried wings, mumbo sauce.
Mumbo sauce.
Get your fries. Sit down on the couch and check them out, man. If you got music, make sure you send it to him to get that review. Again, that's the Couch tomorrow, 8 to 10 Eastern Time. Check them out.
Don't forget about that That Gambino graphics too.
Yeah,
Gambino graphics, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
absolutely. Support local talent, man. Support dope talent. That's what the tag need to be, and that is definitely dope talent. Again, Donnie B got the beats. With my brother here, Nicholas Baker. Got my other brothers here from other mothers, man. That from my high school, Bryan, Antwan, guys. Thank you, guys. This is great. This is awesome. Fam, this is 2 Flu West. We here every Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay blessed, stay dope, stay masked up, and we out. Peace.
Peace.